Welcome back. CityFam is a movement of like-minded people who want to do life together. They also raise money for various charities around the city and coordinate volunteer efforts so the members can give back and make a difference. Joining us now to tell us much more, CityFam co-founder Rob Kowalski. Rob, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. And look, I mean, CityFam, I think people hear the term, they're not quite sure what that is. Talk about it.
That's why I'm here. So it makes the most sense when I share my story a little bit. I used to be a nightclub promoter, and I picked up a bunch of bad habits from being in that scene. And CityFam's not faith-based, but for me, I gave my heart to Jesus when I was 27 years old. Started making better decisions, but life got super boring, and I found myself staying in a lot. And I was looking for a group of people to kind of, do life with, like you had mentioned. And I couldn't really find a group that I related to. And basically white-knuckled it for about 6 years alone, and then went back to the bars because I just was like, I wanted to enjoy life again. I wanted to be around people. And picked up my old bad habits, made a mess, rededicated. Back in 2011, was able to quit drinking shortly thereafter. But that first year, I went through the exact same thing where I was staying at home alone a lot, renting Redbox movies because I just didn't know what to do with myself anymore. And what I realized was, like, this is a major obstacle that people go through when they're trying to make better decisions or just live a better life, whether it's maybe quitting drinking or maybe they're getting out of a relationship. You need to have alternatives for things to do that fun without regret, is one of our terms. So I was actually volunteering through the church that I went to at the time, and I was really liking myself again and by giving back. So I thought, there must be other people that want to volunteer that, maybe they're not religious or whatever. And I started looking for worthwhile causes to volunteer at, and I knew how to promote. So by promoting social events and service events, I was able to really become the best version of myself and saw other people do the same thing.
And I like that you mentioned the service events, because I know your organization's a bit about a service. I like what you said about two extremes, wild party over here, maybe stay home at night over here. You guys find that comfortable middle ground.
Exactly.
And you have a big upcoming event. Maybe people can get involved with MLK. Is that right?
Yeah. So millions of people volunteer on Martin Luther King's birthday around the country. And for us, it's our biggest service event of the year. We'll have about 200 people volunteering all over Baltimore. We have 10 different nonprofits lined up: Civic Works, St. Francis Center, Movable Feast, Our Daily Bread. So we'll have people, 10, 20, 30 people at each of those nonprofits, and then we'll all come together and enjoy a meal and celebrate wins. So people can sign up on the CityFam website if they want to get back into volunteering, which again is just one of the things that we really pride ourselves in. Is we get a lot of people that have wanted to volunteer maybe for years, they just didn't know how to get started. So we make it really easy, we make it fun, and like I said, people become the best version of themselves when they start giving back, getting their eyes off themselves and putting it on others.
Well, it's well said. Rob Kowalski, thanks so much for coming in today, telling us all about CityFam, and we will look to see you out there on MLK Day, sir.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming in. Great to have you. Coming up, you're going to want to stay with us because we have the Baltimore-born musician who first picked up the guitar at age 12. You'll get to hear him right after this.